As your layouts become more complicated, it can become difficult to manage everything that is laid out on your website. Layers are a useful method for managing your layout and making it easier to access and edit your content. Let's go to the Layers page. And on this page, you'll see I have the Layers panel open. If you don't have this open yourself, you can go to the Window menu and choose Layers. Every single document that you have will have at least one layer, and by default, it will be called Layer 1 and is blue. If I open up this little arrow here, I'll see everything that is on the layer on this given page. In this case, it's a really simple page with a text frame, a graphic frame, and a plain old rectangle frame. If I come over here and I select the text frame, you'll see that particular item in my Layers panel will be selected, and it has a little blue square that's telling me that is the exact item that I have targeted right now. I'm going to deselect now. Now, with nothing selected on my page, if I come over to the Layers panel and hit that little square, it will select the individual item on the page. This is a quick way to actually grab something, especially in a very complicated layout. If I have a graphic frame, I can open up the frame and see the individual image inside. This can be useful if you're curious what exactly is inside here. If I want to hide a particular item, I can turn off the eyeball to temporarily hide an individual item on the page, and then I can turn it back on by clicking again. I can also do this to lock an individual item, so it's easier to work with other objects. To organize my content further, I can even make a secondary layer. So I'm just going to collapse this layer for a moment, and I'm just going to come down and click New Layer. Then I'll just double click, and I'm going to call this one Text. Now that I've done that, if I want to put this text frame on that layer, I can select this, open up the layer, and I'll just grab this square and drag it up to that layer. As soon as I do that, you'll see it's been promoted and has a new bounding box that is the same color as the layer above. This is a great way to organize your layouts by having multiple layers. Now, when you do add an additional layer, if you happen to go to another page or a different layout, for example, let's say go to the home page, you'll see that text layer will come along, but that individual item from the previous page won't be here. But what I can do is I can grab individual frames, open up that layer, and then bring it right up to the layer. This way, you can keep your content organized on your website by putting similar content on similar layers. While it may be tempting to start creating lots and lots of layers in your document, I recommend keeping it simple. Start with a background, image, text, and maybe an interactive widget layer. From there, you can always add a few more if needed, but avoid adding too many and creating more complexity than is needed.